I have a pretty hot take on the current state of relationships in the world. I think a lot of people are feeling, which is there seems to be this very large discrepancy between what people want to be occurring and the level of maturity and emotional maturity that they receive in partners in both dating but also friendships and relationships in general. I believe this is actually partially a consequence of the amount of time that young millennials and Gen Zers, and now everyone beneath them, has spent on social media and doom scrolling in general. And not in the way that most people think of, oh, they have all this comparison and because they're able to compare to so many options or whatever. That's part of it. But something else is going on that I think is really fucking gnarly, which is that the more time a person spends effectively pausing their life by scrolling, watching shit that doesn't matter, YouTube videos, Instagram, TikTok, all that, just pausing their days. I read some research that said on average, people are spending around 2.5 hours per day, which is approximately 900 hours per year. For a lot of people, that number is actually dramatically higher from all the little moments that accumulate throughout the days. Now, what happens when a person over the course of 10 years pauses their life for 900 hours of each year? They lose 9,000 hours of their fucking life, which is crazy as I said that out loud. What happens because of this? They lose out on 9,000 hours of their life that could have been spent living, and some amount of those would have been spent interacting with other people. And so what happens is that because so many people spend so much of their time paused, scrolling, and not engaging in, they don't even have to be productive behaviors, but actively resting, being around other people, all these random small things that a lot of people for a long time have done with their days, is they don't get the experience that allows them to basically practice being human beings. A lot of people in this world, because of their scrolling behaviors, aren't practicing by getting experience being real human beings. And therefore, we have a bunch of 20, 25, 30, probably 35-year-olds with less genuine life experience because so much of it was fucking paused than people in earlier generations. And I want to be cautious with my words here. I'm not saying they're worse human beings. I'm saying they are less capable human beings, right? It's generally accepted that in order to get good at something, you must practice. There are outliers, but generally speaking, practice is what makes people good at things. And when the vast majority of human society has stopped practicing, literally just by living life, not actually quote unquote practicing, they don't get as good at being social, communicative, empathetic, emotional creatures, humans, right? One of the reasons why in dating and relationships so many people are struggling is because they are, as well as the people that are talking to, less mature than their age actually dictates they should be. They're less capable at communicating and interacting and forming genuine relationships because they have spent so much of their time paused. And that, honestly, is pretty scary.